How you doing, everybody? Welcome to the Best Family Homestead. So we got our wire stretcher and all made, and now we are going to start putting the fence up. We're going to start putting the wire up and our panels. And I kind of changed up. I'm not going to go all the way over. I'm probably going to stop about here at this last pole. Instead of putting those in. And the reason I'm doing that is that will leave me plenty of room to mow on the other side of the fence. So, you know, the fence will go here. That'll leave me about 2 bush hog passes to mow and get around the corner down there and be able to move the tractor around. Every plan is good until the first shot's fired, right? But so what I'm going to do now is I need to brace this post this way and this way because I'm going to be pulling both directions to it, and then we will go from there. I'll be able to pull this run of wire around the corner, and when I do that and get this run attached, then I'll start putting the boards up so it's going to look pretty again. All right, so that went a little bit more difficult than I knew it'd be a little bit of a pain in the butt because of not having room to get right in line and pull it, having to pull to an angle. But we've got it pretty tight, so we're going to start down here and we're going to begin getting it stapled, and that's going to help tighten it up a lot. So I got the tractor unhooked, and you can see for a woven wire that this is strong. You know, I didn't even notice that. Luckily, someone knew how to do this the right way, because if they didn't know how to splice woven wire together the right way, when I started pulling on that, I'd have known it. It almost sings a little bit. Oh, well, I tell you what, I think it looks pretty good. That's the reason I wanted to use that kind of rusty, that old, not rusty, we'll say patinaed wire, because that way it would, you wouldn't really be able to see it. And you can't. And it's getting late. I have, it's almost dark. I've been tired lately. So I do believe I'm gonna call it a night. Tomorrow, I'll rehang the gate and finish that little bit of wire over there. That one shouldn't take, I don't know why I keep saying that. And then I already cleared all this, and of course I messed up and hit the wrong button. Well, I didn't transfer it to my hard drive, thought I had, and lost all the footage. This was a good cleanup too. What's going on, everybody? So we're got our wire stretched, and now we're going to rehang our gate, and we're going to start getting some of our, see how many we can get of our log pieces up. Can't wait. I cannot wait to see what it looks like. But I haven't had a chance to move that gate or move that white electric fence yet. And as dry as it is, I'll never pull it up or get it back in the ground if I pull it up. So I gotta get on a tractor and take it around through the woods to the property. Should have had a little more forethought on that. Oh. Well, that's gonna look pretty good. Obviously a little bit lower than the gate, but you know, gates can be a little bit higher. So I just gotta get in there and trim everything, and I'll probably keep the whatever this measurement is. I think I'll keep the rest of the fence posts that high. I think that'll help even it out a little bit. Oh no, we'll see. But I think once it's all like that up through there, it'll look pretty good. And I'm gonna do the finish work. I need to get the gate up so I can make sure the dogs don't get out. So I'm gonna do the finish work on the gate and the logs and everything with my method and show you guys an easy way to do that. A lot easier and faster than a draw knife. But it won't work until the bark's cleared. Well, 3 down, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12, I don't know, 30, some more to go. And we'll get as much done as we can tonight. Alright, so I didn't think about the fact that my brain works differently than most people's. Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes not so much. I get a lot of comments like, what are you doing? So I thought I'd explain the method to my madness. So you notice I only put one screw in. Screws are ridiculously expensive right now. So the screws are just easy and I'll offer good support. I'll go back and put some 4-inch 10 pennies in to hold it. Also, you notice the notches. Well, some of these are really fat, like this one, for instance. So if I had, you know, one like this and then that fat one, it would really take away from, it'd look more just haphazard than rustic. So to compensate for that, I'm trying to keep them all about like this width. You can see that one's going to have to get hammered in a little bit more, but roughly, you know, 3 inches or so. So on all the ones that are really big butt cuts, I'm just cutting in a few inches. It's like this one will probably cut halfway down. That way it will go inside of the fence post like that instead of sticking way out. All right, I think that probably covers it. I'm sure I'm probably doing something else that's weird that people have questions about. Feel free to ask. All right, everybody, so there's an idea of what she'll look like, but I think that's all I'm gonna get done today. Again, not as much work as I wanted to. I was a little bit lazy again this morning, watched a movie, and then had to go in town and get a couple things, which always takes a couple hours, so I got started very, very late. But from back here, yeah, I think it's going to look real good. Now, for all you DIYers, like hardcore DIYers like me, that do a lot of projects that probably shouldn't be DIY'd, you already know this. But for anybody that is looking at maybe doing some DIY projects, just be aware that to build something like this, that, you know, kind of that looks like you want it to and looks good, that's rustic, especially with something rustic, it takes much more time than it would to buy, you know, good materials and all that kind of stuff. It's a ton more work, especially to get it to where it doesn't look like just a thrown together DIY job, you know, where it looks, you know, either semi-old or semi-professional, still looks good. I think that this is going to meet those standards. You know, I mean, I've got a couple gaps in there, but they're nothing serious. Just wanted to make you guys aware before you got started on a project like this, if you haven't done a DIY project and experienced the pain and agony of getting it all figured out. All right, everybody, well, I think I'm going to clock out for the night. Nah, I've still got some stuff to do, but it's nothing interesting. You know, odds and end projects around the house. So thanks for watching. Make sure and like, subscribe, and share. This is actually finally getting near a completion point, and with the tractor and all, that's not really that big of a job. And no, Robert's not out here helping me because I've just been in a grumpy mood the past week or so, and so I've told him, don't worry about it, just take care of stuff at the bird farm. He's called me, texted me multiple times a day, hey, you need help? Call me if you need help. Make sure and let me know if you need help. So starting next week, hopefully I'll be in a better mood, and I'll have Robert out here to help out with some things. All right, have a good night.